Untapped. He's Brian. I'm Casey. This is a little show we're going to start doing on Friday evenings just to wind down, do a little review of the week. We're not going to try and talk about everything football. We're going to give you a little bit of everything, you know, give you a nice little mix, a little unwind. But we will talk some Manchester United plus other things. Like today, we're going to talk a little bit about this FIFA Club World Cup. And I want to talk to you about this, the Man City shit. Well, how's that just disappeared? But first, let's get into our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Valorian, Manukian, and Shagidian. They're located at 15821 Ventura Boulevard in the beautiful city of Encino, California. Um, Ask for Hike, Ashat, Ani, Vahe, David, Shushan. And I hope I said all the lawyers. And they got a full staff of paralegals and investigators. You get real results with these people, and they have a high success rate, 97 success rate. They take your case, you're going to win. And if you're out of state, out of the country, hit them up. They might have someone to refer you to. They'll take care of you. And make sure you let them know you saw us here on the Stateside Reds for YouTube, and you saw it watching on United Untapped. And our second sponsor I'm proud to have is Red Devil Threads. I'm wearing one of their t-shirts right now with all their kits on it. I get a lot of compliments on this. A lot of women say, "This is cute. What is that?" It's like, this is when United was good. This is when we were good. This is when we won shit. Um,
Yeah, they got good
and
stuff.
then yeah, they got good stuff. You can get everything is custom. They got everything from hats, beanies, scarves. I would like a toothbrush. Let me see if I can get that. Stickers, towels. They got it all. I don't know if they have kits. I need to go there and look, but a kit would be cool. We're gonna talk about kits tonight too, because I got some beef. I know everybody seems to be happy with kits, but I got some beef. And make sure you use the Stateside Reds code and you get 10% off. All right, B.
What's
Let's
happening?
talk. What a week and everybody should know we're out of Los Angeles, California, so we're gonna talk a lot of local stuff. We can't avoid it. What a week in Los Angeles, huh? What a week. Just
It
what a week of everything, work, everything.
it's been wild. Uh, it's crazy to see because it's like there hasn't really been anything like crazy going down. There's been some ice things in my neighborhood, but I haven't really seen it specifically. Um, but like all the protesting and stuff, like everyone that's not in LA thinks like the whole city's on fire. And like
No,
I got people from out of state like, man, it looks like the whole town. I'm like, dude, it's like a few blocks downtown. It's not. The news is just showing the same loop over and over for
it,
Um,
it, it, it does seem like it's bigger than what it is. And it's really, you're right, it's just a few blocks. And, as to say it's reckless and wild, it's the
yeah,
first night it kicked off. But since then, it's been pretty much peaceful. The kids have been
yeah,
doing a good job. I mean, they're doing the protest right. I mean, they're just hearing making their voices heard. They're just being seen. They're not doing anything out of control. The first night there was some looting, but let me tell you something. I was part of the '92 Rodney King riots. Now that
Mhm.
was chaos.
That was a riot.
Yeah, that
This is
was
protest. That was a riot.
yeah.
I remember '92, and yeah, that was wild. You had people like liquor store owners on the rooftops with machine guns in Koreatown, and uh, you
First
know,
of all, what are you drinking tonight?
I brought home a little bit of my Mexican lager from work.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm surprised. I'm sorry we didn't link up. I didn't get my weekly beer, and somehow it escaped my mind.
it's been a week for us out here, so it's yeah. I didn't, everyone's busy and with everything going on.
And everybody, we drink responsible. Remember, we have to be over the age of 21 to drink. But in the UK, you can drink at 18, which blew my mind when I was out there. Seeing dads carrying around their ripped 18-year-old son was amazing. Like, man, this kid
Uh,
is he's pissed.
Yeah.
But I'm drinking a little. You know what it is. If you know the bottle, you know what it is.
Oh,
Uh,
nice.
J JGXJKM1223. Hi, can I get a shout out? I just gave you one.
What's up,
Wow, that is,
JGX?
you have to explain that name. That is a wild. I've seen some names. That's a wild one. I'm not hating. I just don't think I can remember my name. It was like that. JGX Waza. His name says call him Waza.
All right. What's up, Waza?
What's up, Waza? Yeah, man, LA. It's funny that it's and this riots is kind of tied into this. What's going to happen with this FIFA club? It's a FIFA Club World Cup. I sent you the article. I mean, the link when they're saying that. Well, first of
Yeah.
all, it's just insane where you. I don't really get too political, but when you go to people's jobs, churches, uh, graduations to pick them up, that's kind of shady. I mean,
Those
you
are generally not where you're going to find criminals and
criminals. Yeah,
MS-13 gang members.
no, you're not
Generally
gonna
not.
find.
Yeah, they're
No,
not graduating from, elementary school. Like,
no, they're not. But some people, I've been in a lot of discussions. I actually went down there with a friend, and because she's a photographer, she wanted to take pictures. And I went down there on Wednesday. It wasn't bad at all. It was, there was organized. People were telling people to get back. Just make sure you stay 4 feet between the police. I mean, it only get kicks off when you stay there past curfew. So I, I,
yeah.
I thought the people who were running it did a good job. You know. But other than that, let's talk about how it ties into this FIFA Club World Cup. Apparently, ICE is going to be policing
Hmm.
these people, and ICE is saying that anybody who they believe to be not American is going to have to prove their U.S. citizenship right there on the spot. What kind of society are we living in?
It's just police state. That's what that is. It's,
I mean,
yeah. And then, I mean, it's just like, okay, so like it's just kind of almost like cartoonish, like what they're doing. They're going to Home Depot. They're going to Cardinia's grocery store. They're going to churches. They're going to the neighborhoods where Hispanics
yeah,
are the larger
Latin,
population, and
yeah,
it's just like you're not going after gang members. You're not going after. You're just going in and grabbing brown people, and then it's like stop and frisk from like New York back in the day. They'd stop and frisk every black person walking down the street, and you had to prove that you were just walking down the street and
yeah,
didn't weren't up to no good. So you like it's innocent till proven guilty, not the other way. And just grabbing people indiscriminately is that's just racist. I mean, you can't.
yeah,
You're racially profiling people. There's a Mexican, let's grab him. There's a you know what I mean. These guys are speaking Spanish. Get them. Like that's no
well,
way. That's not law and order. That's not justice, and that's not regardless of their immigration status. That's or citizenship. That's not uh, a free country.
can you believe how uncomfortable this sporting event's going to be? There's going to be teams from Japan, from Asia, Egypt, South America. Um, what other countries are invited? Germany, um,
There's
Paris.
some. There's a couple. I think there's an Egyptian club.
Yeah, the Egyptian. So
Um,
you're just going to be walking around racial profiling people and be like, "Oh,
One of
you
those
don't look
teams is
them."
going to get one of those teams is going to get messed with out to eat at dinner after a match or something. Watch, like going just trying to check out the town because they're in the states. They're gonna go to a club. They're gonna do something, and somebody's gonna. I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
It's going to be a
Especially,
lot of. There's going to be a lot of examples of people getting picked up, and they're going to be like, "She's someone." It's going to be like a guy from Miami who grew up in Miami his whole life, and he's going to be like, "What are you talking about? I was born
yeah.
here." And they're going to be like, "You still need to prove." How does that work? If you show them your driver's license, you're cool.
No, because you don't have to be a citizen to get a driver's license. Well, that I don't know about every state, but I think you don't have to be a citizen to get a license, at least in California. Um,
Uh,
yeah, that's
Gorba,
paper. That's papers, please. Show me your
uh,
papers. That's a
yeah,
pattern.
that's just
I mean, it's
xenophobia, racism,
yeah,
all
yeah.
types of isms in one thing. Gorba says I have tickets for the Inter CF Monterey, but probably will go now. Probably go now if any other reason than to boycott these policies. And that's another thing. The ticket sales are poor. Thank you for your comment,
There are,
Gorba.
yeah, good. I like that comment, go. But yeah, they're down. They dropped the prices like 80%. They're gonna give like kids in Florida like $2 tickets or something.
Oh, so they lowered the prices.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They've dropped them like 75, 80%, I think, from what they originally were at, which was like 200 something for you know
I,
group games. Like, come on.
I think FIFA didn't realize the market they were dealing with. Yes, Premier League football is hot in the United States because since NBC took it over, it's been growing and it's been
Right.
like we've been watching it in the states now for about 20 years, so it grows. But there's only few clubs that are well recognized in the states. Yeah, you mean you got your Real Madrids, your Barças, your Manchester United, Liverpool's, Arsenal's. But when you start inviting teams from Egypt, I mean, even Bayern Munich. I mean, yeah, they're a big name, but I don't see Bayern Munich having that big draw. I don't know. I haven't met too many Bayern Munich fans in LA. I'm pretty sure there are. Don't get me wrong. Forgive me, Bayern Munich
There's
fans.
probably a lot, but like, yeah, not compared to like the other teams you named.
Yeah. So, and then you price it out. You got to understand, people in the states will pay money to go see the Dolphins, to go see the Lakers, go see the Braves. They're not going to pay money for this, and that shock value ruined them early. They should have just made it really affordable early, and just
Yeah.
made it something where the whole family could have went and had a good time. But right now, it just sounds like a shitty situation to go to. I mean, who wants to support this event? And you got politics involved. You got you got the feds asking people. Can you imagine if you walking with your family and some fed pulls you aside and be like, "Oh, we need to see your proof of citizenship."
Yeah.
What?
Like, you have your birth certificate on you? Like, come on now. Yeah.
Come on,
Or
man.
like if you're taking your family out and you see these guys just tackle some fool, you got your kids and there's like a scene where it's not even you guys, but you're just watching other people just get hauled off. Like, how do you how do you go and enjoy the day after that when like these masked guys, no badge, no ID, you can't ask questions, you just get taken away. I mean,
And
people could start copycat kidnapping people like that and just pretending they're ICE and just, you know what I mean? Human
uh,
traffickers and stuff like that could just start scooping kids up.
what's crazy about it? You know what fans will get hassled? The fans that look like they're from Germany. We're gonna see a lot of. It's gonna be one thing that's repetitive. It's gonna be a lot of people in brown color, darker colors. Um, you might. I know they probably wouldn't mess with anybody of Asian descent, but it's just a bad deal that's going on in the states right now. You know, we've turned into a police state right in front of our eyes, and so quick.
Yeah.
I mean, this leader of ours is bringing 4,000 Marines to protect two buildings. What the fuck? Because all they're gonna do is watch the federal buildings. It
They're
has
just,
nothing
yeah,
to.
they're just, yeah. No, well, now they're detaining people until cops can come and arrest them, but which is
I
also
I was asking a
kind of
friend.
extreme, but.
I was asking a friend the other night. So all these people they're detaining, where are they gonna take them? They can't be
They're just
taking them to
they're
county.
they're just shipping them all over, but I mean, these guys are all half-assed anyway, so they're gonna lose people. You're this like, you know what I mean? They're gonna start calling people the wrong name. No, you're this guy. No, it's not me, dude. Like, you know what I mean? They're gonna mix people up. They threw this
No, no,
guy on this bus, but he was supposed to go on this bus.
no. I'm talking about like the kids that are past curfew.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well,
Where are they going
I
to take all of them?
I think they just get booked and then released.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know that they stay overnight because that's just like a trespassing ticket.
Yeah,
I
it's just a
think.
trespassing ticket. Because I was about to say processing will be real busy that night.
Oh yeah,
Real
no, I
bit.
mean they take them in and they book them and then they let them go. I think. But yeah, and then okay, imagine we have some scenes with immigration, homeland security stuff at these games. We've got World Cup coming up. We've
Yeah.
got the Olympics coming up. You're gonna see countries like boycott and pull out, like European countries, like we're Russia or something when they boycotted Russia and stuff, or Russia gets banned or whatever. So I mean, if this
Uh,
goes bad, it's and I agree with you on the ticket prices. FIFA should have been planting roots here
yeah.
and
Should have been planting roots.
getting people into the stadium. Just get people in. Just break even. Like don't try and cash in. Just break
No.
even because
If anything,
there is a big potential for them in this market in the U.S. But you got to get people into it first and get people to understand what's going on. Because a lot of people think, "Oh, 1-0, that's boring," and I'm like, "Well, not really, but you know, you
if
got
they were smart, they would should have been given to kids under the age of like 12 or something like that free.
yeah, let all the
Just made
local
it a whole
AYSO
family.
teams,
Yeah.
all the local leagues, bring your kids. Yeah, 100%.
That's how you make your sport grow. That's how you get the grassroots. You don't price them out. Everybody's $150.
Yeah, $200 for basic ass nosebleeds is like no,
Oh
no
my
how you gonna take a family of five? That's a grand right there just to get in.
oh
That's a
my
lot of
boy
money.
Matthew Fisher, Fish and Chips. What's going on, my brother? Oh, ACG in the house. Yeah. Well, go on. Yeah, it's one of my brothers. One of my brothers. Oh, so let's go on to some Manchester United talk. So Cunha got introduced. Was it yesterday? Cunha.
Wednesday or Thursday, I think he put pen to paper. Yeah,
Yeah, I saw his interview. You know what? It really meant something to him to be part of the Manchester United.
yeah.
It really meant
Yeah,
something to him.
he had that family, like his granddad or somebody was big
His
United fan.
granddad.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah. And he named all the players that he grew up watching. I was like, all right, you passed the test. You passed the
yeah.
test.
I was excited when I heard some of those quotes. I didn't see the full interview, but yeah, I mean, he wanted to be a Red. That's the type of player we need.
I don't know. Abby, I don't know what that says. I can't even try to read that. I went to school on an American football scholarship. I got concussion syndrome. I can't be reading like that. That's crazy. But yeah, it was good to see that happen. You
Yeah,
know, to get one in the door so far is good, and I think he's a very talented player. I think he's going to make us better. I don't know if it's going to get us over the hump, but we did need a little bit more. Would be nice. Um, but it's an upgrade of what we had before,
yeah.
and he wants to be part of the club, so that's really good. Matthew Fisher says now we just need a keeper. That's a left wing back, a striker, another midfielder, long summer. Keeper would be somewhere later on the list, but
Keeper would be a bonus.
isn't
Uh,
Cunha the left wing back?
Now Cunha's a left 10.
Yeah, the left hand. Okay, you're right.
Dorku's going to be our, I think, going to be our. But
Jorgu, yeah, left.
We got Mazawi or Marzawi too. We got Maz.
And we
I
got
think
that
he.
kid Leon from that young kid
Yeah,
Lee.
and we got Shaw. Man in the grill at the barbecue.
Yeah, Shaw. Shaw's the one. Like, yeah, I'm bringing the sausages. I got the, I got the sausage rolls coming.
Shaw's running the Asada for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. And it's a shame we pick on Shaw, because it's really not his fault. But
No, I
he
like
lost
Shaw.
a he lost a lot of favors with people when he decided to go play in the was it in the Euros and
Yeah,
missed our whole season.
yeah.
We need a seasoned left back. I don't think Shaw is that guy anymore. No, I think he'd be. part of our center back rotation now.
Maybe.
He's definitely part of our center back rotation. I don't think he's athletic enough to hang it on, be on the wings. It's just too much. That position puts a lot of tension and trauma. You got to do stop and go. You got to be explosive. You got to be able to cut. You got to do it at high intensity. I just think he's got to set him up for another injury. But he could be part of our rotation for a center back. He could definitely be part of a rotation for a center back.
Yeah. As long as he stays healthy, he's good for a platoon guy, I think.
Yeah, could you look good in the kit? Let's go into the kits. So I'm a traditional kit guy. Like I like that black kit. The red kit is cool. I just think like it's a little bit too busy on on the uh on the shoulders. It's like you got the three straps and there's something's going off here, but it's like the black
Oh, yeah,
line.
that line going down that little, yeah.
It says Tori Harris says, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" Valet Blue Line said, "Hi, hi, hi back." Bob said, "Let's go." You Dan? Okay. Is that something I don't know? I don't know. We're
I don't know.
drinking, so
I don't know you now either.
this is the one thing I have a problem with the kit. I like a traditional white kit. The one that they got, our away kit, has got like some blue, some green. I don't like that shit. I
Okay.
don't like that.
You just want pure
Uh,
white. You just want pure white. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Wait a minute, hold on. Someone
I
said
feel
something.
you.
I just like a pure white kit. I like the
Oh, this
third.
guy's an America. Are you an America fan, Bob?
Oh, is he?
America.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
I don't watch much Liga MX to be honest. Sorry, Bob.
Jeremy does. That's Jeremy shit. But
Jeremy likes it. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't see a lot of it.
No, Bob, I don't watch a lot of that. Bob, I'm I just watch Manchester United. That's the only team I watch. I watch my only national team I like to watch is Jamaica. If I watch any other national team, it's because the Manchester United players are playing, and I want to make sure they don't get hurt. Uh, when it comes to the MLS, I used to watch the Galaxy when I had a close family friend playing for them, but I don't now. And please, B, don't let me talk bad about the MLS because I got so much shit the last time.
You can talk.
Because
I talk bad about the MLS.
yeah, but you're an LAFC guy though.
I am, but I'll still talk shit on the MLS.
Um, what do you think is going on in MLS? Is it doing good? Are they keeping
It's
their
doing
fan base?
it's doing good, but it's doing Americans a disservice by not kind of going with the flow that it's kind of like how we don't use the metric system.
Yeah.
Everybody else uses the damn metric system, but America's we're doing these inches and whatever. Um,
Does it need relegation?
MLS is kind of to me is kind of a Ponzi scheme because
Yeah.
it's all franchises. There's no pro rel. The commissioner says that he doesn't want to do pro rel. Um, so there's no real incentive for these owners, and they're in some markets where there's not really a whole lot of other professional sports out there. Um, so they can do whatever, and they're still going to be in it. They still get their TV rights shares as owners and all that. And eh, I'm excited for the Pro Rel coming into USL.
Yeah.
I'm real excited for that, and I'd like to see that league grow more and give MLS a run for its money and make MLS kind of because we run our seasons opposite, and they're like, well, we Minnesota gets cold. I'm like, they got Sweden and Norway and Finland
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
playing in December
Yeah.
outside, no domes and none of this shit. They're playing
Yeah.
outside. Like I don't like. So, anyways, it's just kind of like, yeah, we're just
Um,
stubborn.
Bob said we just got a Liverpool player, Aaron Ramsey. Sorry to hear that, Bob.
Ramsey.
Valet Blue Light. He says, "What's your favorite team for the MLS?" Well, I if I did like a team, and just because I had a close family friend play for the Galaxy, it would be the Galaxy. And but I have a lot of friends that I think I'm the only person in my circle who doesn't go to MLS matches.
They're cool. I mean, for what they are.
I mean, because LA's MLS supporters are real. They're real passionate. You know that
Oh
the
yeah,
gal
yeah, yeah.
like Galaxy.
That's yeah. LAFC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Galaxy has stepped it up too. Galaxy's supporter stand stepped it up a little bit. I'll give them credit. They're not. They're still
But
not. They're still not the 3-2-5-2. Sorry, Carson. Yeah, you ain't 3-2-5. But
okay,
both teams have very avid supporters.
yeah,
Like
it's hardcore in
ultras
LA,
thing. Yeah, yeah,
and I'm part of the casual culture for Manchester United. I hang out with some gymmers. So when we go to Manchester, we're with those guys who like the ICJ and the Men in Black, the yada yada. You look them up, and you guys can. That's the type of people I hang with. But so out here, that's a real culture out here. They wear the Fred Perrys, they wear their gazelles and all that stuff. They usually don't wear the kits. They're looking sharp, and so out
oh
here,
yeah,
that's a real culture out there for that.
oh yeah.
So I respect the LA MLS football culture. I think it's they do it right because what you have is especially with LAFC fans. I know a lot of people that were Manchester United fans longer than they were LAFC fans. So they brought that passion to LAFC, and I heard the LAFC people went to Dortmund and
Hmm.
learned from their people how to
Yeah,
do the wall and all that shit. So salute to LA. LA does a good job for that. LA footy culture is pretty good. It's pretty good. And
we got. I mean, we got supporter pubs for probably a dozen or so prem teams out here. You know what I mean? You can find there's Leeds pubs out here. There's so I mean, of course, there's a lot of expats in LA. We got people from everywhere, so um,
yeah,
it makes for a good football culture as far as the city goes because you got people from everywhere,
yeah,
uh, which is awesome.
yeah. LA is a big melting pot of cities, cultures, and it's just a beautiful place to be. That's why we didn't need this goddamn
Yeah,
ICE stuff because there was nothing wrong with our city. This man said that we're a city full of criminals, violent offenders, and just a hellhole. I just don't want to get into that shit right now. We LA did not need to be policed. We were doing just
yeah,
fine.
yeah. Even
I want
LAPD said they were doing good. Like
LAPD.
you got LAPD siding with the protesters. Like, no, it's cool, we got it. Like, we don't need you guys. They're being all right. Like, that's saying something right there.
Valet Blue Lightning says, "Who's better at soccer? Out of who? Messi or not?" I'm gonna. Well, wow, that's a tough question. You want to ask? You want to give him your answer first, or give them the answer first?
I I guess
This is
I
what I
kind I
say.
kind I kind of want to say Messi, but I kind of want to say Ronaldo.
I love Ronaldo more because of the Manchester United ties, of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But I feel like Cristiano, he has he's more like a machine. He's created himself into this great player. Not saying he would be a bad player, but I just feel Messi is more natural.
yeah,
I feel like Messi just I don't see Messi lifting weights like Cristiano. I don't see Messi that drinking sodas like Cristiano. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
So to answer that question, I don't even think we answered it.
Yeah, I kind of rode the fence on it myself.
I'm just gonna say Ronaldo. I'm just gonna say Ronaldo because that's my guy.
Yeah, as a
That's my
United
guy.
fan, you know,
Messi can't play in the Premier League. Too soft. Ronaldo grew up in the hardest league in the world. That's a great one. That's a good one, Fish.
good
Facts.
point.
Do you think it's I used to say if some players I can't say they're the greatest till they played. If you don't play, if someone plays in the Premier League and is successful in the Premier League, that's the one guy who's only successful in Italy. Like for example, Cristiano's been successful in Germany, Italy. No, not Germany. Italy. Um. Uh. Come on, Casey. Spain,
Spain,
England. To me, he's a better player because the Premier League is real.
Premier League is where I mean that's to me that's like where you like really get defined like that. I think Bundesliga is and Spain are really good leagues as well, but I think you gotta play in England and show your worth in England to really get that you know goat status.
Yeah, Fisher said top notch footy. Yeah. What would you? It's funny that this Portugal league right now. It's funny. It's funny when players come from Benfica, they're regarded as top players, but now everybody's trying to go against Victor Gyökeres like he's overrated because you know what they're saying. Well, he played in the Portugal league. Can he do it? Can he do it in England? You know. So people are trying to downgrade him right now. And I noticed that, and it's not only because he became a United under United's radar. I think.
I mean,
Have you watched him play?
I've seen some reels of him. I think he can hang,
Well,
and
he's
and
physically he
he's
looks
a
the part
strong little
physically.
dude. He's a strong dude.
Yeah.
Like you're not just gonna toss him around. You know what I mean? Um, I think he can hang in the EPL for sure.
Let's talk about both Victor. So you know we're heavy on Victor Gutierrez right now, and then
Trying to
some
be.
some outlet out of France said that Victor Osimhen has changed his wage demand to 195K a week.
195?
Yeah. If we get
Get him.
Gutierrez, we would give him like 182 a week. I think that's what it come up to, something like that. Do you think? I mean, 195 versus 182. Would you go after Osimhen instead?
Osman's more athletic, and we
Younger.
were talking about this on Tuesday, I think.
Yeah.
A better aerial threat, which we've been lacking in the nine for a while. Um, and if we get Embuemo, who led the league in crosses last year, all he's got to do is put it on a string up in the air and let Osman get up there and do his thing. Um, I'd get honestly, we have to get one of the two. We have
We
to get
have
one
to.
of the two. One of the two has to come here. So
Has
I
to.
would go hard on both of them and then just see where it goes because I think Sporting's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with, but Napoli's also going to be a pain in the ass to deal with. So you got these two. Both these players are kind of being held hostage a little bit because Sporting had this thing and they didn't, and who knows what the reality of that was. And then you got Ozima who's got drama with Napoli, and I think they kind of want to just let him die on the dock, and and kind of I think they're being kind of more like vindictive, but uh,
Well,
yeah, go hard on both
uh,
of them, and because we were talking, his guys are hard to deal with. The Osman, like his personal camp, I guess, is like
I
not the
think it's
easiest
more.
to
I
work
think they
with.
were more difficult with Napoli, but I think they just want to get out of that Napoli deal as soon as possible.
Yeah.
So
So I think that
uh,
one could go quicker if we meet on the numbers.
the thing that happened with Guterres was the president from Sporting was saying that they need to get like 70, 80 for him, but then Guterres' agent came out and said, no, we could prove that you said that we could go between 60 or 70. So they dropped that now back to he could go between 60 and 70.
Oh,
So
okay.
so that came out today. So hopefully this is
I hadn't heard about that.
I would love to get Osman, but it just seems like it just be a little bit more messier, you know, a little bit more hectic to get him. I don't know why I said that. I really because you got to deal with Napoli, and Napoli is just going to be spiteful and vindictive. They're not going to let it go smooth unless we
Yeah.
can throw something their way like Ganacho. But Ganacho now wants to stay in the Premier League.
He's trying to get Arsenal to sign him, I think. That's what I think he's
Uh,
trying to like, come on, somebody, we honestly though, if we're gonna get those guys, if we're gonna get either Victor, we gotta sell Garnacho,
oh, no
and
doubt. It's imperative that we sell Ganacho. It
he,
just doesn't
he's
happen without.
yeah, he's the most. I think he's got probably his attitude kind of kills it a little bit, but I think he's got the best value right now, aside from Anthony. Um, his wages are doable for other clubs, which is where Anthony's are kind of like, how much are you guys going to cover this? You know what I mean? And so it's like a little harder to move where Garnacho's like, okay, yeah, we can do that. I forget what not Garnacho's at right now, but he's not like anything crazy. Um,
I think there's anywhere between 40 and 45 right now for him. I think
yeah,
the club said that they wanted to go for 70 or some shit like that.
I mean, I
So
think 55 is more fair.
realistic, yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's more fair. Um, but again, we're trying to shed that thing of us, you know, we we buy high and sell low. Um, so clubs are going to kind of probably fuck with us for a little bit and like, we can only do this. And then if you hold your ground and people are like, all right, we can't just lowball these guys anymore. Um, I think we'll start getting more like legitimate offers versus like, somebody's going to offer 15 for Rashford or something, or, you know what I mean? Like,
Rashford's another thing. I don't, you know. One thing I saw that was interesting today, Cunha didn't get the number 10, he got the number 21. So
okay.
Rashford might come back. Rashford might come back.
That would, I thought that would be kind of weird for the club to give somebody's number up
I'm
or
joking.
like,
I'm just yeah, but I thought it was kind of ambitious to give up his
yeah,
number before he's gone.
yeah,
You just can't
yeah.
do shit like that because you don't know what's gonna happen.
That or you're like, oh, they got a deal in the works. They're gonna ship this guy out in like a couple days, but nothing happened. I was like, oh, okay, so that's good to hear.
I mean, the Rashford
Um,
market is not popping. It's really
no,
not popping. He wants to go to Barca or PSG.
they don't want
Nico
him.
Williams, Barca. Nico Williams came out today and said that he wants to go to Barca. So I think Barca was on Nico Williams heavy last year. So now that if they sign Nico Williams, Rashford's choices are gone.
Yeah,
You don't see Aston Villa coming in for him because what are they going to do? They're not going to pay him that money. No one's going
no,
to pay his wages.
no.
Rashford's in a sticky situation.
Yeah,
He's in a sticky. Him and
he's in
Sancho
a
is some.
spot.
Actually, I think Sancho might end up back at Dortmund, and it's going to work out for him there because Sancho kind of played it smart. He did a good job because he knows that if he would have took the wage cut at Chelsea, he would have definitely lost this big wages he has on now. So he's just like, I'll just go back to United. And they're going to send me on a loan anyway. Someone's going to pay half of my wages. And I'm still going to get the money I want. And the next
Yeah,
year I can go fuck off and get the big get the
yeah,
play at 150 or something.
Go wherever I want. Yeah, exactly.
I read today that Villa. What? I think Villa is fishing for somebody because I read that Villa today was into Sancho and Ganacho. What the hell's going on there?
But they can't buy Rashford. They don't got the money for Rashford, but they Garnacho's going to go for more than Rashford, or he should,
I
anyways.
I hate this time of the year when there's nothing going on
Yeah,
because there's so much media speculation and shit out there. People are losing their shit over everything, bro.
everyone's freaking out about the Spurs hitting Mbumo up
Yeah,
because Thomas Frank's there now. And I'm like,
like people
I
really
read
lost
something.
their
He
shit.
said he still wants us as priority. Like
Yeah, well,
we're his first choice. But
what happened was the person who released the article said that Spurs are going to either make the bid and offered 65 million with 5 million in addition. So that's basically a $70 million deal.
yeah,
Not dollars, but pounds or euros, whatever.
that's what I saw too. Yeah,
So, and then at the end of the article, it says, but the player still favors Manchester United. So everybody's trying to add it in, like, what, Thomas Frank was his coach and he's going to go with Thomas? Bro, he's already turned out Tottenham.
yeah,
If he wanted to be with Thomas Frank so bad, he would have stayed there with Thomas Frank was still coaching there and did the extension.
yeah.
You know, what's up, Mr. Green? We're talking about
What's up, Mr. Green?
everybody freaked out over goddamn Bumo. I think it's all going to work itself out. If the player wants to go there and has his heart set on, the only thing that he would leave us to go there is just because the money's more.
Yeah.
But I really don't think that's gonna be a problem. You know, and then people are still freaking out on all the strikers. We should even. I don't even know what striker we're gonna get, but we remember we don't even have the money to get a striker. We need to start see some people get up out of here.
Mhm. That's
And
what's
just
worrying me is I don't see a lot of articles about so and so after United player, like at least anything legit. Uh, yeah,
forgive me, my allergies are terrible.
we need we need to start seeing like the thing is like Rashford only wants to go here or here. Like you want to play, like you gotta go, dude. Like that, or you gotta adapt and put in work here under Amarim. And that's if Amarim will even play him. And now
Yeah, I
we're
don't think
loading
ever
people, you know.
that ship sailed, didn't it?
I'd I'd say probably, unless maybe Marcus comes up to him and has a heart to heart, or um,
Yeah, it-
let me show you. I want back in. Okay, show me. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, to send his family on vacation or some shit.
but I mean, it's not like we haven't heard anything about sales. Garnacho's the only one. Like I've heard Garnacho at Arsenal. Um, he's the only one I'm hearing anything about, and I don't really hear that much.
Well,
So
he's the one that
we need to get some sales for sure, like you said.
he's the one player out of all these names that we've mentioned that is going to help our cause because he's pure profit.
Yeah,
Um,
he helps on the books
Anthony,
for sure.
I think Anthony we need to sell him for like 30 to make money. Or 30 covers what we owe. Bettis is talking about another loan to buy shit. Come on, Bettis. Stop this bullshit.
It has to
Motherfuckers
be
just got you
it
into the
has to be
Champions
an
League. Let's go.
obligated buy. It has to be an obligated buy if we do that.
Yeah.
Like you have to buy. Like he's not coming back again. Like you have to buy him. Like
Yeah.
and then
Just
depending,
buy him.
and then if he has another season, we structure it. He scores this many goals, you gotta pay us this. If he goes this many assists, you gotta pay us this. You guys win this, we get this much more, and then we structure it on how he plays, and hope he plays like he did last year for him, which was solid. I mean, he had a great season for him. So if we did something like that, but yeah, no more. That's why we're just loaning these dudes out just to like try and like shave some of the losses. And it's like we can't get people to buy them. Everyone's just like, nope, we're just gonna wait it out, and you can just keep loaning them to us every year until we get them on a free, and then we get worked.
Mikey says he's tuning in from the ozone.
What's up, Mikey?
Your
You fu-
vacation looks so relaxing.
yeah, man. Thanks for the invite, bro.
Yeah, I know, Mikey. You didn't have two more spots for us?
I can fit into a suitcase. Come on.
Yeah, I've done it. Matter of fact, just pay our tickets and we'll see you like that's when we need to fly back. I haven't been to Atlanta in a long time. You ever been to Atlanta?
Yeah, I go. My parents actually live in Roswell. It's just about
No shit.
yeah. We're from California, but they moved out there for my dad's job before he retired. So I go out there for a week, usually like every Thanksgiving.
Oh shit. You gotta link
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
Mikey then.
yeah.
I got
Oh
he
hell
said,
yeah!
come on down. I rented the mansion. Oh
I'm gonna get on that
boy,
Southwest gotta getaway right now and catch a
yeah, I
red
turned
eye.
that bitch up, boy. We be lit up in there like, yeah, girl, don't worry about that family over there, girl. We over here just I do a
But
rap
yeah,
video up in there.
I get out there about once a year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll tell you, man, I've been to the South a few times. I went on a recruiting trip to Mississippi State. It's in
Okay,
Starksville, Mississippi.
Starksville,
Starksville, Mississippi. I was not ready.
Mississippi's wild, bro.
Mississippi's different.
Mississippi's different, dude. It's real different.
It's real different. Mr. Green says we need to sell no loans. Apparently, Bettis out for 35 mil due to Anthony's 200K a week.
Sold,
Wait,
sold.
that sounds
Send
like a
that
good deal.
contract over, Mister Green.
That sounds like a good deal. That will
I
make
take
five.
35. It's at least done, and we're even, and we're not taking a huge hit. That'd be great.
I still feel like the math is coming up short though,
It's,
because you figure it out. We're going to pay 60-60. That's 120 so far. Well, I'm counting Mbuma and Cunha. Our striker's going to cost us anywhere between 65 and what? 70?
Probably 60, 70 is
So what
realistic.
other moves can we realistically do though?
If we do Mbumo and one of the victors, we're done
You
unless
think it's done?
until sales happen, and you gotta like, yeah. I think we might like we'll be.
And,
I
and,
don't see
and we're
any more.
forgetting there's going to be other people coming off the books like Erickson and Lindelof. So we forgot about those and Evans. So we will have some ways.
Those guys weren't really. I mean, how much were those guys bagging a week? You know what I
Not
mean?
big, not big,
It's
not
not
big.
a lot. But those three together are probably like 400 or 500 a week, maybe six collectively. I mean, I don't know what they're making, but like Evans wasn't making like no 150 or anything like that. I don't think.
Manchester is looking for 45 bill. For who? For Anthony?
Take that 35, man. I'm telling you, because ain't nobody else gonna come for him.
You know, it's a shame though because if Anthony if Anthony was a and I hate to say this, you guys are gonna be pissed off at me. If Anthony was a City player on loan, we'll get that money easy.
100%. Erickson was 150. Oh damn, I didn't know that. That's all right. That's nice.
City is building something crazy. They got Cherokee for 35. The dude
That's
from Leon.
yeah.
How the fuck?
For 35.
How the fuck they get it for 35?
I
I thought
don't
he was
know.
at least worth 50 on the market.
I
I
thought
don't get
I thought he was yeah 50, 60, something like that. And I was like, 35. Like, is there some? There, I was like, there must be some weird, something else built into the contract, or it's all on like
Well,
performance.
they
Or but
also put it there like it's they get 15% of his sellout if they do sell him. So
15.
with it, 50%.
That's it. 15. Damn.
That's the only part of it that seems like they get a little a little kickback from it. You know what I'm saying?
15's kind of low. Even we get like 50% on
Yeah,
some
we
of
get
our
50.
guys.
Yeah, I'm fucking
I'm
around, huh?
like, what's
Maybe I
about
heard that wrong.
I'm about 15%. I'm like, what the
Maybe I
fuck?
heard that wrong because we get 50 off of Greenwood.
Alvarez or yeah, um, Greenwood. I think Kambala we got 50 on or 30 or something like that. Um, yeah, we get more than 15. We get more than 15%. Come on.
Yeah, that just fucked up my whole argument.
Yeah,
Mr. Green said,
that's
Mr. Green says he was available for 20 in January. Really? Cherokee? Cherokee was?
damn. Where the hell were
Honcho
we at?
11, Honcho 11 says, and Brentford wants 70 for Mbumo. Do you know the last big signing, their largest signing was before this? Mbumo was Ivan Toney for 40. That
Yeah,
was their club. That was their club.
that was their record sell, I think.
I don't know, man. When it comes to Manchester United, people just feel like we got cake like a stripper at in Atlanta.
70 is a lot, man. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, but see,
if I did 70, I'd make them stretch it out another year or two to make them year annual payments lower and keep that the fair play thing.
that's funny. Would you rather watch a tree grow or an ego? That's
Oh
hilarious.
damn, that's okay. Slunky.
No, Saloni, not Tony. Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah, I
but I'm
think we
not
need
really.
to go ahead. Sorry,
You're good. You're good.
I was gonna say we need to do we need that Mbumo guy though. I think we would be with him and a striker. We would you know we won't
What?
be in 15th next year. Goal
Well, I tell you
differential
what.
won't be negative next year.
If we don't get Mbumo, don't sulk over it too long. Go get the striker immediately.
Yeah, yeah,
Make that
yeah.
happen immediately.
We can. I mean, if Rashford stays, Ahmad can go up on on the right.
Rashford ain't staying, man.
I don't think
He
he is,
he he
but
he would have to get. He would have to prove. He would have to. I mean, it's not totally. I've seen players come back from worse, maybe, but
it's like the Sancho thing though. Like if nobody wants him, or if it's a loan where it's like we're just paying them like 75% of their wages or 60% or something to play for someone else versus they don't play. Um, I don't know.
yeah, Mbumo is a fantastic player. There's only two players that play better than him in the Premier League. It was Salah and
That I forget the other
who.
guy.
Two players have more golden balls than him. Salah and someone else. I'm pretty sure somebody here tell me. Um,
Yeah, someone say
I,
something.
yeah, he is, but I mean, I'm not really threatened by the Tottenham thing. Really, I don't feel like it's. I mean, the only reason why he would go choose Tottenham over us is the Champions League, but it's the money thing. But we'll see, man. That is, we still got this dead period. When we come back, when is the window open again? On the 16th? No, that's not right, is it?
I think it's the 16th. I think so. I think it's once the club cup thing is over. I think it opens back up. I think it's
Yeah, compare the supporting
or
cast of
no.
Salah
It's
and Mbumo.
yeah.
Yeah. Do you watch any of the international football?
I do a little bit once in a while.
Oh my God. I watched England versus um God damn, what's wrong with my brain, bro? I'm stoned. But I watched England lose 3-1. I laughed so hard. I laughed
Oh,
so hard.
Senegal? Was it Senegal they
Senegal.
play?
Senegal look good though. Senegal
Everybody,
look good.
everybody dismisses those AFCON teams, man. Don't mess with AFCON, dude.
Yeah, you see what
AFCON's
dude
legit.
scored? Dude scores like Carragher, that's for you. He's like Carragher, that's for you. That shit was funny as hell.
Carragher's a piece of shit.
He really is though.
Yeah, he's trash.
There's a few people I want to fight on site. Uh, Andy Carroll for what he did to Erickson on site, and something about Carragher when he always sucks his lips. I just wanted to just
Yeah.
fucking push him in.
Push his teeth in a little.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But we should be violent. We don't portray violence. We don't condone
No,
violence on the show.
no,
They are the African champs, aren't they? Senegal.
I'm not sure.
Mikey knows. That's terrible. I shouldn't say that. Man, this whole thing is. I still think I don't know how we could get more than 4 players this
No,
summer. I don't think we have the money because we,
I think honestly we're gonna end up maybe just getting the front line, and then
which would be
hopefully get
good.
that'd be great, and then hopefully we get maybe someone for the midfield in January, maybe catch a loan. I think we'll get the 3 signings, and then maybe we can get somebody on loan for a year or
I mean,
something. Maybe,
every rebuild's got to start somewhere. You get the front line, that's decent.
yeah.
In January, maybe get something else. But
Everybody's saying this 13 player in and out thing. I was like, you guys are crazy. There's no. I mean, we got a lot of
Mister
outs from like contracts expiring and think people leaving on freeze, but
Mister Green says we got the money.
show me the money.
I'm okay. Listen,
I hope we got the
I don't.
money.
I hope we. I don't care. I'm not saying I don't want to spend the money. I'm just. We came into the summer hearing how broke we was, and we didn't have the money for shit. And now Ross Clot, everybody's popping off money. But the goalie situation, I don't know. I don't know if that'll get fixed. I heard Emmy Martinez has turned down a couple of offers. And apparently, he's waiting for Manchester United, everybody's favorite.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we
he's
got two.
gonna. What's that guy want a week?
I don't know. It
'Cause-
says,
And then you got Onana all bitter ass on the bench. Like, you know what I mean? Paying him what you're paying him to be buying deer for the new season. Like,
I think we're pretty much going to be riding out with Onana again.
we don't
I
really
mean,
have much choice. Nobody's really
there's no
gonna take
offers.
him. Nobody wants him. So
Ain't nobody want to Ross Cloud give that man up to play.
yeah,
Uh,
man.
Van der Sar was talking about him today, and
Casey's
he was
mom
like,
said,
"Yeah, that's right. My mom don't like him."
"Your mom doesn't like
She
him at
said,
all."
"She said he's a slacker." She said he's a disgusting human being. She said, why he put the thing by the penis for?" Jesus Christ, what a dirty boy! And
That's great.
that's all we talked about that night, all night. She said, "That's so disgusting. You just
I
take the
just your
trophy and
mom
put it
got
by the
shook from that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's funny.
Ain't no coming back." She said he's slacker and he's slacking. She said them should have cut him from the team right there. So my mom just relaxed. He was feeling the moment. She said, if you did something like that, I'd be so embarrassed. Jesus Christ, what a dirty boy.
Oh man, that's
All
funny.
right, thanks, Mike. You play Canada. That's where I heard that. Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast won the AFCON.
Capcom's legit, man.
I got to find something to watch on TV tonight. I'm gonna watch this shit called Mobland.
Okay. I haven't seen it. I've heard of it.
You know what's crazy? I was on Facebook for like 2 months, and I did really miss it. And now that I'm back on it, I hate it.
Facebook mostly sucks. It's nice. The occasional the actual friend interactions are good. That's the only reason I kind of stick with it. But there's bots everywhere. Instagram's kind of the same
Oh
thing
God,
though. There's bots everywhere, bot comments. You're just like, who is
I don't
saying this
have.
shit? And you're like, oh, this is some bot from you know what I mean, wherever. Uh,
Yeah, I kind of fucked up the group because being an old dude, man, I'm all fucked up. So people were at it, and I was just I wasn't checking who they were. So I was some crazy. When I sat down and read the names again for the second time, I was like, oh, why did I let this person in the group? It was some crazy names. So I let the group get infested with bots, and everybody was coming at me. So that's when I cussed out one of the bots, and that's when I got fucking banned because they said I was Ross Clot too
yeah,
abusive.
you guys suck.
I don't care. It is what it is.
Social media
So
mostly is trash. Yeah,
and
except for stuff
Bumo,
like this.
yeah, it's just weird. I like Instagram though, but
Yeah,
we're in this space. You got to use that shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to use it to promote. I've never been on TikTok. I
no,
don't even
me
know. I don't
neither.
even know what that is. Mikey's on TikTok. Mikey's. I think he does a good job at TikTok. I've never even
I don't need
signed up
another
for TikTok.
social media app. Yeah, I'm good.
This the thread one. I don't even understand what that's all about. What is that? It's linked to
Uh,
the Instagram threads.
it's, I think it's supposed to be like Meta's version of Twitter or something. I don't have that either. He keeps it wanting me to sign up for it. I'm like, I don't need another. Why do I need to post this thing on? How many websites do I need to post thing on? Unless we're doing, things like this is different. But they're good platforms for that. But like me personally, like I don't need to tell my life story to all these things. You know what I
Oh, yeah. So let's review what we talked about. We talked about FIFA clubs going to be policed by ICE. ICE is saying that they're going to go up to people and you're going to have to prove your U.S. citizenship or you'll be detained, which is fucking insane.
mean?
Um, Victor Gyökeres drama, we talked about that. I don't think it's much drama. They sorted it out. We could get it between 60 and 70, so that's what it is. We talked about the kits. I don't like the white one because I don't like it's too busy. I don't like that green shit on it, or green or blue. I just like a
Yeah,
traditional white kit.
yeah.
The third kit is nice though. It's a throwback to that one
It's
black kit.
93 or something like that.
Yeah, was that it?
Something like that. It's that one. I remember there's a picture of Cantone in it. They had the sharp fucking sponsor at the
Yeah, it's a
time and
sharp
all that.
one. So
Yeah,
that one's cool, but
yeah, that one's cool.
I just don't like we haven't had a good white kit in a while. I just like a traditional white. I used to try to collect all the home ones. But you know what I do with the kids? I give them out to the kids at the pub. Like whenever a new kid comes, I give them a kit,
Oh, nice.
and then that's what I like to do. And anything else that we talked about today?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah,
We covered everything we were gonna.
yeah, it was good. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We had a good time. Uh, LA's crazy right now. The world's crazy right now. I went to the protest Wednesday. A lot of people were. A lot of people got at me. They were attacking me. Not attacking me, but a lot of my friends like, "Why'd you do that for? What'd you get out of it? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to prove?" I said, "Oh, well, first of all, I had a friend, a photographer. She wanted to take pictures, And there were you go down there with all those criminals. I said there were criminals. There was a lot of young kids,
Yeah,
and they were just being they weren't out of control. I thought it was very nice. You know, did not need the National Guards or Marines down there. It's not that. It's not like that at all. It's not
any of
like
that.
that.
Yeah,
So thank you everybody for joining us on Taps. This is our Friday review show. We try to talk about some other stuff, but again, I'm gonna watch some TV tonight. I'm underneath this fan is fucks up my allergies. God, I'm so old. Dude. Getting old sucks, dude.
I feel you,
It doesn't
man.
even make no sense. I used to be able to jump in the pool, go run out in the snow,
Oh
skinny
yeah.
dip. You know what I'm saying? Suck a wet doorknob. That's crazy. Okay. Pause. Just joking. I gotta get out of here.
All
He's
right,
Brian. I'm Casey. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. We'll do this every Friday. Thank you, Mikey. Have a good stay safe. We will Gorbot. And cheers. Peace, boys. You guys, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there too.
happy Father's Day.
Have a good Father's Day weekend. Peace, everybody. Have a great one. I'm out.
Later.
Breeze out too. I'm gonna get the beer from you this week, B.
All right, man.
All right, one.